Self-driving vehicles can detect obstacles and stop if necessary. With the help of sophisticated technology, vehicles from YahYa, Waymo, and local motors are able to pick up passengers on demand and take them to their desired destination. Autonomous vehicles are also able to recognize traffic lights and road signs at intersections and act accordingly. But how do they actually do all this? Self-driving cars do not require a driver to get from A to B. The technology in and on the vehicle is the driver. The technology includes many sensors such as lidar sensors, ultrasonic sensors, cameras, and radar sensors. The sensors are located at the front and the rear of the vehicle. Cameras and lidar sensors are also frequently found on the roof. Without them, the vehicle would be virtually blind. LiDAR is a key component in many vehicles. LiDAR works similar to radar. LiDAR, however, does not use radio waves, but many light rays that are reflected by the objects in the surroundings and detected by the LiDAR sensor. In this way, a point cloud is generated from the environment. However, LiDAR does not recognize road signs. Cameras use artificial intelligence to recognize and interpret street signs. Cameras are also used to detect obstacles and are needed for lane keeping. Neither LiDAR nor cameras can handle fog. In this situation, radar is needed for forward collision warning and avoidance. A major disadvantage of radar, however, is that the objects must be large enough to be detected. Pedestrians or cyclists may therefore not be recognized by radar. The exact position of the vehicle is determined by GPS and highly accurate digital maps. Digital maps contain a lot of information, including information such as intersection signs and speed limits. Since GPS cannot always be guaranteed, for example in tunnels and street canyons, odometry is also necessary. For example, the wheel diameter and the wheel speed can be used to estimate the future position of the vehicle. All data from sensors are then combined and processed in one or more processors. NVIDIA, AMD, and other manufacturers offer such chips for autonomous driving.
A self-driving vehicle, also known as an autonomous vehicle, is a vehicle that ideally does not need a driver to operate on roadways. What we mean by this is that your car could drive on its own without you driving the car. Many people have very unrealistic expectations for self-driving cars and think that a GIF on screen will be in our near future, but that couldn't be further than the truth. Many of the goals companies are trying to get to are being able to have a level 5 vehicle. If we manage to get to a point that is possible for a person not being worried about the road, it means work can be done on the way to your workplace or you can even eat on your way to your destination, but it doesn't mean that you could be going 100 miles per hour dodging other cars on your way to work. What we just explained was a level 5 of the autonomous vehicle scale. The scale is split up into 5 levels that explain for where we are at today, and what we could possibly see in the near future. Level 1 means it can only steer, throttle, and braking. It can do one of these things but never both, and it requires driver's assistance to operate. Level 2 can handle steering, throttling, and braking in some driving modes but still requires the driver to be alert at all times and handle monitoring the surroundings, traffic and road conditions. Level 3 the vehicle can monitor its surroundings, change lanes, and in certain places such as motorways can be fully autonomous. Level 4 is high automation, which means it can take control of starting, steering, throttling, braking as well as monitoring a wide range of surroundings. Level 5 doesn't need a driver at all, and it doesn't even need a human on board at all. Even though autonomous vehicle may seem that they have no flaws, but like every invention, autonomous vehicle have pros and cons. Like any good invention, the benefits always outweigh the flaws, but to make any invention better we have to focus on the flaws. Like for instance, By our calculations, the average salary in Ontario is $37,509 after taxes, and many people can't even afford a $70,000 car, let alone a $100,000 car, which is the price it costs to buy a self-driving car today. That's not even a level 5 autonomous vehicle. Needs even more radars and lidars, which cost even more money, which means a higher priced car, so only a select few can buy a fully autonomous car. Buying the autonomous vehicle itself could be an issue for most people. Another main issue concerning autonomous vehicles could possibly fail, just like any other technology. The good side of having a self-driving vehicle is having less accidents on roads, and while driving you could do work or eat food on the go. Most accidents occur because of humans' mistake. Autonomous vehicle use complicated algorithms to determine the stopping distance between the two vehicles. This could decrease the chance of having an accident on traffic. In addition, self-driving don't get distracted like humans, making a smooth drive to your destination with less issues. To conclude our presentation, autonomous vehicle will be used to decrease the chance of accidents. LiDAR is a sensor that determines how far another vehicle is to your vehicle. Autonomous vehicles are supposed to be able to drive on its own without a driver being present. This would be possible if we reach level 5 of autonomous vehicle. Today, companies like Hyundai and Ford are planning to release